All right, Shalom. I'm going to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahushai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahushai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahushai. We give double honors to our apostle and elders, which are the apostle elders at Great Millstone, that have been diligently doing the work, that have been given the truth in these last days, and to you hopeful elect on the four corners of the planet Earth, that's seeking Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai with your heart, in your spirit, man. All right. Much love out to you, to the hopeful elect out there. We're coming to some beautiful things, some things taking place. This is a news report slash. It's just more majority a news report. Okay, so let me share the screen real quick. Because right now, Esau, while everything else is going on the back end with Russia, China, all these different things, Iran situation. Of course, we keep our eyes on it, but the one thing we always got to watch for is this RIFD chip system. Salakia. Salakia. Trying to get over this little sickness, but you know. But this RIFD system, which is going to be rolled out on the people, they have to do it slowly. Like I said about but you know. But this it's called grooming. When you groom somebody, you groom them into what you want them to do slowly. All right. So I'm gonna play this video, and Lord willing, this is edifying to you, Akim. And then I'm gonna go through the scriptures, and I got a couple videos I'm gonna show, but this is the first one to get we're familiar because the apostle spoke about it. It's called the Internet of Things. Okay. The Internet of Things is what's getting ready to be. Is that RFD chip integrated in it? Okay, the mark is going to be the chip, but the system itself is going to encompass of what 5G technology, and it's called the Internet of Things. So I'm gonna play this video, and then I'm gonna go into the scriptures.
Smart Track. The physical world to the digital world. Smart Cosmos from Smart Track. The easy way to connect the physical world to the digital world, bringing the Internet of Things to life. The Internet of Things will be the next technological breakthrough. It will enhance people's lives and enable new businesses. Experts predict that in the coming decade, many more machines and objects will be connected to the Internet than there are people on Earth. With that realized, cars will be able to talk to traffic lights, refrigerators to stores, and machines to manufacturers. This will enable a revolution in speed, convenience, and efficiency. It will benefit businesses, consumers, and society as a whole. But it's not just computers, smartphones, or machines that can be connected. Using cost-effective RFID tags, it's possible to enable almost any simple or everyday object to send and receive unique item data.
So you see that?
Imagine sports shoes.
It says they can connect anything by that RIFD chip. So once your tag if you take that tag, okay, once they put those tags in people, they're going to be able to connect those people to the Internet of Things. All right. So you're going to be able to connect a person to another person, or a person to a pair of shoes. Okay. Now you got Jake standing in line. Jake's going to be trying to queue up their RIFD chip for the new Jordans. You see what I'm saying? It's already being set up. It's already being groomed on people. Okay. So let's keep going.
Connect the consumer straight to the brand website, or a car tire that could order a replacement before wearing out, or a pillbox that could be verified as genuine by a patient or pharmacy. The almost limitless applications offer great opportunities for businesses to connect with their products and customers to add even more value. But the complexity and expense of creating the IT infrastructure and applications to interface with tagged objects was a significant barrier. That is.
So they had a barrier that was blocking them to get everything pretty much wired together. It wasn't a block. They just didn't want to roll it out to the people yet, okay? So listen to this part, and then I'm going to another video to prove that they already are getting ready to roll it out.
Until now, Smart Cosmos is a cloud-based platform from SmartTrack, the world's #1 in RFID.
All right, actually at this time, I'm gonna go to the other video. Okay, now this is the video that is from I think it's Black Child or something like that. Yeah, the Black Child. And I'm gonna play some of these and show you that they're already rolling this technology out. Okay, that's why it's this 5G technology is going to be that that springboard to this technology and the Internet of Things. Okay, so let me play this real quick and then
Charlotte's mother, Alicia Holmgren, says the 95-foot structure was built. Do you know what that is?
Tower.
This cell tower is just 120 feet from her home.
I'm scared to death that she's going to wake up with cancer or reproductive issues.
Charlotte's mother, Alicia Holmgren, says the 95-foot structure was built within a week in May, smack in the middle of town, with seemingly no warning to residents.
Homeowners in one Long Island town are preparing for a fight. Two dozen cell phone repeaters installed in front of their homes. It was done legally, but residents say they were never told that it was happening. CBS 2's Carolyn Gussoff reports now from Woodbury.
The view from Denise Tufano's Woodbury home abruptly changed last month, towering on her front lawn a cell phone repeater.
I could not believe this was actually happening. I said, how could the town permit this? How could they do this to us?
She and Woodbury neighbors fuming.
That's what these average old Edomites and peons, they're gonna realize they're not a part of the system, okay? Not a part of it as in running it, okay? They're as sheeple as us. Just because they let you get into a nice house, they let you live on a residential neighborhood that's high and uppity, that don't mean you're part of the system. Okay, because they're not gonna these average Edomites, they're not gonna have a choice about this. They're either gonna get down or lay down. That's gonna be the bottom line facts, man. There is not gonna be no middle ground with the Illuminati, man. Just like there's no middle ground with the Lord. You're either with this thing or you're against this thing. So that's what the spirit they're coming in, because now they're getting upset. Look at this lame protest. I mean, look at this. This is what the stuff Esau protests about. Cell phone towers in front of their yard. Even though those things are off and they're going to produce problems, but this is what they protest about. We protest about being killed unlawfully and police prejudice against us. These are the woes we worry about. This is the woe these people worry. This is what makes Esau stand up. And then you got a coon Jake back there in the corner. He looked like he don't know what the fuck is going on. All right, but I just wanted to point that fact out.
Over the placement of 22 cell repeaters for Verizon in front of homes on what's technically public property without notice or compensation.
You couldn't give me $10 million for this, okay? There are potential health risks to these. They are aesthetically not pleasing. There's also the devaluation of our home properties.
5G technology promises faster service, but the jury is out on constant.
See that? 5G technology. All right, now watch. Now they're going to go into it.
Exposure to its radio frequency radiation.
I'll read this. It says, notice, she says, the jury's still out, as if it's still some debate that living in front of a radiation emitter won't cause health problems. That's right.
Put down. Microwave use, you stop. This is constant bombardment, and we don't know what is in the long term.
And if you see on the box, it says the radio frequency emission. So what is it contacting or communicating with? Radio frequency devices. What is the RIFD chip? Is a radio frequency identification device, man. Okay, so they're already rolling it out. This mark of the beast is right. It's here. It's here. They're already setting the framework. Just like when you frame a house, you don't put the drywall up before the frame, okay? You don't put the sink before you lay the foundation. There's order to it. So Esau knows that. So it's an order thing. They gotta roll this thing out. Not gradually, but they gotta roll it out in sequence. Okay. So now they got the towers and all the sites set up that's gonna be able to communicate with the RFD implants. You can see it right here. The radio frequency emission at this site may have been evaluated or
Is the long-term effects.
Residents say their cell service was good enough.
Put them in a commercial area. We don't need it. And you know what? We should have at least been asked. I don't think the health of my children is as important as my cell phone service.
When CBS 2 asked the town of Oyster Bay's supervisor why here, he showed up at this protest and was peppered with residents' demands.
They have no place in front of homes in residential neighborhoods.
And what about the ones that already
New to the Post, Joseph Saladino says the town's hands are tied by federal rules that cut local governments out.
It says orders coming from the top. Clearly, it is a New World Illuminati Antichrist agenda. It's not the Antichrist is going on.
Town Supervisor Saladino,
because this thing, they don't, local government don't have to say over this stuff. So this is from the top, as it says, from the illuminated ones, because this is part of a bigger agenda. This is a part of their agenda. It's not a local agenda. It's the bigger agenda that they're pushing, because that mark of the beast, that's their baby, man. Okay, that's their brainchild, as it may say.
vows to do everything in his power to get these taken down and prevent new ones from going up in front of homes.
Small cell antennas. Companies need to put up between 30,000 and expected. A cell phone antenna.
Until today, you heard some of the opposition in Sacramento, right?
That's right. And a lot of it is based on what you see around us here in Walnut Creek. You're walking down the street in the downtown of your little town, and you maybe one day will look up at a street lamp like this, and sitting on top of it is something totally unexpected. A cell phone antenna. Here's the story.
5G wireless has the potential to be a game changer.
See that? 5G wireless. Pay attention, Akim. We're in the times, man. Esau's rolling this stuff out right under Jake's nose, man.
Danger. But to pave the way for that game change, telecom companies need to put up between 30,000 and 50,000 of these small cell antennas, including several likely in your town over the next 5 years, but with only limited local say.
Local neighborhoods would be seeing something the size of a refrigerator showing up on a street pole, and they could say nothing to stop it.
A library, a school,
On traffic signals, on light poles, this would give the companies free rein to install these small cells on any public infrastructure, and we would have no ability to say no.
We're also talking about an industry that is a big player in California politics. In the 2016 election cycle, telecommunication companies contribute over $3 million to both California Democrats and Republicans.
So the point is there. The point is hit. I'm not going to go too much into that. But I'm going to play a little bit of this video, and then I'm going to go into some scriptures and close on out. Actually, let me bring this up. This is an article that was I seen a couple days ago, but it's talking about what really affects us with this Wi-Fi and all of these radio waves in the air, man. It serves a dual purpose for the devil, which is Esau. Okay, it says 9th grade student Crest plus Wi-Fi experiment attracts international attention. So if you haven't seen this, but this is to show you, man, they're killing us. That's why it says those days shall be shortened for the elect's sake. If those days are not shortened, there should be no flesh saved. All right? Because this man is trying to do away with humanity, period. It says foreign researchers are extremely excited for a biological project from 5 9th grade girls. Researchers from England, Holland, and Sweden have shown great interest in the 5 girls biological experiment. Takes 400 cress seeds and place them into 12 trays. Then place 6 trays in the 2 rooms at the same temperature. Give them the same amount of water and sun over 12 days. Remember to expose half of them to mobile Wi-Fi radiation. It is a receipt. It says it is a recept for biological tests so brilliant that it has attracted international attention from among acknowledged biologists and radiation experts. Behind the experiment are 5 girls from the 9th B in Hidrup South or school in North Jutland. And it is started because they found it difficult to concentrate during the school day. We all think we have experienced difficult concentration in school if we had slept with the phone next to our head, and sometimes also experience have difficulty sleeping, explains Leah Nilsson, who was one of the 5 expiring researchers. And it says the school was not equipped to test effects of mobile phone radiation on them. Therefore, the girls had to find an alternate and answer with cress. 6 trays of seeds were put into a room without radiation, and 6 trays were put into another room next to a Wi-Fi router. Such router broadcasts the same type of radiation as an ordinary mobile phone. And it says healthy cress. Look at this. Look at how these seeds popped up. Look at how they look they germinated. They produced, right? The healthy crest without influence of the router photo, the girls from 9th B. It says, then it was just necessary to wait 12 days, observe, measure, wait, and take pictures along the way. The result spoke was clear. Cress seeds next to the router did not grow, and some of them were even mutated or dead. Look at that. So Esau's mutating our seed, man. If this is what it's doing to natural seeds outside the body, imagine what it's doing to the seeds that are inside of us, man. That you got your children exposed to. You got all types of things that are exposed. Man, this is the devil. Okay, we're in the time of the devil, man. The son of perdition. Look at this. You can't fake that, man. Look at the difference. Wi-Fi seeds, not even a couple grew. You see some on the side that grew, but it says some were mutated and damaged. Look at this. Full, lush. You see the difference, man? And these are the girls right here. So, man, I'm telling you this we living in them times, man. I'm gonna play this, and then we're gonna go into scripture.
Angry and encouraging us to get angry as well. Of course, a lot of this is to pit the Muslim world and the Christian world against each other. A lot of people haven't figured out that ISIS isn't Islamic, but that's another story. And there's so much going on. There's false flags and there's buildings burning down, and nobody even knows what the truth is anymore. What we do is argue about the details over whether something was staged or whether something wasn't. And all of it just continually promotes a war of East against West. And meanwhile, the bombs keep going off in the Middle East. I guess bombs are pretty for some people if you're the sort of person that likes killing people, but not so pretty really if you're a child living inside the war zone and you're trying to have a life like anybody else.
Let me fast forward this.
Suddenly you get bombed. It's not very far away, folks. They're talking about rolling this year. 5G is coming this year, but the first official launches will come in 2018. And it's coming from all directions, folks. Many people are promoting it, and it's being promoted as a very good thing. You know, what is it, and when do I get it? You know, the language of a billion things is what it's about. It's about the Internet of Things. That's what 5G is. And if you look at the
and now you can see
to say about 5G and what it's going to do.
Because this guy is pretty much giving you the breakdown of what 5G is going to do, and that they're going to roll it out, man. All right. Let me get the name of this guy real quick.
Listen to what the head of the FCC has to say about 5G and
The head of the FCC.
what it's going to do. Turning innovators loose is far preferable to expecting committees and regulators to define the future. We won't wait for the standards. Verizon and AT&T tell us they'll begin deploying 5G trials in 2017, and the first commercial deployments they're talking about are expected in 2020. And we're not done. If something can be connected, it will be connected. Hundreds of billions of microchips connected in products from pill bottles to plant waterers. We must reject the notion that the 5G future will be the sole provenance of urban areas. The 5G revolution will touch all corners of our country. A lot more antenna siting decisions by local governments and tightened our shot clock for siting application reviews. America's local governments will play an important role in determining how we fulfill this national priority. You can be sure of only one thing. The biggest Internet of Things application has yet to be imagined. So when you think about all that, folks,
So we at that time, man. We at that time. So I'm gonna go right into the scriptures, and then I'm gonna close on out. And I hope this is edifying to you out there, man. To the people that's on the fence about this thing and you don't know what's going on, you really gotta assess the things. The Bible is real, okay? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is real, okay? The words that he's spoken are coming to pass. All right, because he's seen them and making them happen. All right, so this is not something to joke with, man. Esau's gonna put us. You have to go on that trial of are you gonna go on this system or are you gonna not, man? Are you gonna choose Yahweh Hashem Yahushua or are you gonna choose the Internet of Things? Because that's what you're gonna be connected to. Are you wanting to be a fucking website? You're gonna be a mobile website. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. And it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right? Because this devil, Esau, this is a part of his device, man. Once you know his playbook, then you know what his agenda is. His agenda is to mark everybody and try to play himself to be God, man. Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Yahweh's name is another description. He's omnipresent, omnipotent, man. It means he's everything. He's in everything. That's what this internet is going to try to do. It's going to try to control and manage everything, from your shoes to your weights, to your alcohol, to your clothes, to the food you eat. It's all going to be tracked, man. It's all going to be categorized, man, under Esau's system. That's why he's GMO and everything. And the word there for system is no ama, and it means a mental perception, thought, an evil purpose. That which, it says, that which thinks, the mind, thoughts, or purposes. So this is his thought. This is his evil purpose. It's to roll out this technology and to mark everybody with that RIFD chip and connect you to his demonic system. So now let's read it as it says. Let Satan should get an advantage over us, for we are not ignorant of his evil purpose. That's what that scripture is saying. For we are not ignorant of his evil purpose. His mental perception, his thought, his evil purpose, that which thinks, the mind, the thought, the proposed. All right. It says, that's it on that. Let me get the next precept. This is Proverbs 28 and 15. This is Proverbs 28 and 15, and it says, as a roaring lion and a raging bear so is a wicked ruler over the poor people. And that's what you see with Esau. Just like these Edomites were raising up and trying to so-called protest something. Okay, I can't find that clip, but Esau's trying to protest something and stand up. But I'm just showing you of the Edomites. Okay, and they didn't have no power in themselves. So how much more are you Jakes, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are at the bottom of this society? What say do you have? If they can go on the Edomite's lawn and put a cell phone tower and do whatever they will on the uppity middle class, what do you think they're gonna do in your ghettos? They already own everything in your ghettos. You don't own your land. You don't own the property you're on. So they're gonna stick these things in every ghetto near you. And it says the prince that wanteth understanding. Oh, that's it on that. But the main point was in Proverbs 28:15. This is Micah 2:1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. So it's in the power of their hand to do this 5G technology. It's in the power of their hands because they run the world as you see today. So they can put these towers. Let me get a picture of the tower. They can put these towers anywhere they want to, man. And you can't say a word about it because it's in the power of their hand to do their evilness. Because it's way beyond having to stop it because they control all the governments, the government officials, all these people that are so-called leaders. They're paid for lock, stock, and barrel by way of what? Freemasonry or funding or some kind of backroom deal or tax exemption. They're all bought and paid for. Read it again. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. They covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, and they take them. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And that's you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's truly being oppressed by this devil, man. So let me get this Job 5 and 20 and 12, and I'm close on out. This is Job 5 and 12. He says, he disappointed the device of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. So the Most High is going to put a monkey wrench in this devil's plans, okay, by way of divine intervention. But a lot of our people have to be caught up. 2/3 of Israel have to go into these things, into these stumbling blocks and these pitfalls for their own destruction because they denied Yahweh Shai in the past, or in denying them now. All right. So I hope this was edifying to you, Akim. I hope that this shows you, man, the times that we living in, that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is giving us the heads up, okay, and he's showing us what's going on, man. All right, through the spirit. That's why we gotta be 10 toes deep in this thing. We gotta stay locked in. You gotta stay prayed up. And you gotta consider it as serious as can be, man. Okay. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is getting ready to show himself on the planet Earth and to reclaim this place. And Lord willing, we be a part of his elect. And he takes us into his bosom, man. All right. And puts us under his wings and protects us. All right. So what you got to know is, man, the Most High has told us of these things. So you got to glorify him. It's not to be live in fear, to be all down. No. It says, look, the Most High has given us a spirit of power, not fear. So with that, I want to give all praise into Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, and Shalom to you, Akim. Keep faith. We're almost there. Shalom.